Hello everyone, I am teacher Nariman Al-Faddawi from King Abdulaziz Model Schools. I hope you are doing well. Now, I'm going to present Unit 4, Lesson 3 from Flying High 5. The title of Unit 4 is Culture Old and New. The grammar lesson is about reported speech. Here is an example about direct statement. I like abstract art. We are going to change into reported speech. Faisal said he liked abstract art. You can find two changes here. The first one is the pronoun I, we change it into he. And the verb like, it is in the present tense, we change it into liked, into past tense. So these are two changes. They are the pronoun and the verb. The objectives of a grammar in context, reported speech. You will infer the differences between using the verb told and said correctly, and you'll put reported sentence back into direct speech successfully. And also you are going to change direct sentences into indirect speech in a correct way. We will also set the rules for changing direct sentences into indirect ones successfully. And we are going also to match reported sentences with their direct sentences correctly. And finally, you are going to infer the main changes in tenses and adverbs of a place and time in the reported speech. Now, we have here 9 reported sentences. We are going to match them with the direct sentences from A to I. Number 1, he said that some of his works took him a year to complete. The direct sentence is some of my works take me a year to complete. Number 2, she told us that she knew nothing about modern art. The direct sentence, I know nothing about modern art. Number 3, the artist said the installation had needed delicate work. The answer is the direct sentence is F. The installation needed delicate work. Number 4, a friend told her that it might be valuable. The direct sentence is A. It may be valuable. Number 5, she said she was working on a new project. The direct sentence is H. I am working on a new project. Number 6, the exhibition website said he had presented pieces in the form of satellite dishes. And this reported sentence goes with G. He has presented pieces in the form of satellite dishes. Number 7, he told them he could remember being inspired by calligraphy. The answer here is C. I can remember being inspired by calligraphy. Number 8, the news story said the people had to be taken to hospital. The answer is I. These people have to be taken to hospital. Number 9. He said he would finish the work soon. The direct sentence is E. I will finish the work soon. Now we will choose the correct alternative. Number 1. Usually change when they go from direct to reported speech. Pronouns. Pronouns usually change when they go from direct to reported speech. The tenses of most verbs change in reported speech. Number 3, we say we don't need to say the person we speak to. With tell, we need to say the person we spoke to. With say and tell, we don't always need to use that. How do these tenses change in reported speech? Look at the grammar reference for help. The first column, it's direct speech, and the second column is reported speech. Number 1, present tense, change it into past tense. Present continuous, change into past continuous. Present perfect, change into past perfect. Past simple, change into past perfect. Will, change into would. Can into could. May, change it also into might. Must and have to, change into had to. Complete the table with these words. Now we are going to change the time. These are the adverb of time and places. We are going to change them into reported speech. Number 1, this. Change into that. Here. There. Today, change it into that day. Yesterday, change into the day before. Tomorrow, change into the next or the following day. Tonight, that night. Next week or month or year, we change it into the following week, the following month, the following year. Last week, last month, last year, we change it into the previous. And a week ago, we change it into a week before. Now we are going to rewrite the sentence with told and the words in brackets. Number 1, the student said he couldn't recite the poem because he had forgotten some of the words. The student told his teacher he couldn't recite the poem because he had forgotten some of the words. Now here, when we use told, we have to put an object. So the object here is his teacher. Number 2, you said you wanted to be an architect. So we are going to change it with and use it with told. You told me that you wanted to be an architect. Karima said she would enjoy doing embroidery. Karima told her mother that she would enjoy doing embroidery. She said the performance had been fantastic. She told us that the performance had been fantastic. write the sentences with told and the words in brackets. The artist said the exhibition was going to be a great success. We will use here the reporters, the object. The artist told the reporters that the exhibition was going to be a great success. The artist said he was presenting 5 new paintings. The exhibition organizer. The artist told the exhibition organizer that he was presenting 5 new paintings. The museum guard said he had to stop touching exhibits. The museum guard told the boy that he had to stop touching exhibits. Number 8, the editor said his poems weren't good enough to be included in the program. The editor told the poet that his poems weren't good enough to be included in the program. Now put the reported speech into four direct speech. I can't recite the poem because I have forgotten some of the words. I want to be an architect. I will enjoy doing embroidery. The performance was fantastic. The exhibition is going to be a great success. I am presenting 5 new paintings. You must or have to stop touching exhibits. Your poems aren't good enough to be included in the program. Look at these statements by Abu Hassan, a traditional wooden boat builder. Write them in reported speech. Number 1. The way of building ships is written in my soul. He said the way of building ships was written in his soul. So we change here the verb is into was. Number 2. I have constructed many ships and fishing boats since I was born. He said we change here present perfect have constructed into had constructed. And also we change I, the pronoun I, into he. And also we can change was into had been, past perfect. Number 3, I have tried to teach my children the secrets of my trade, but they are attracted to the modern way of life. He said he had tried to teach his children the secrets of his trade, but they were attracted to the modern way of life. Number 4, I learned woodwork from my father in Oman and came to Saudi Arabia when I was 18. He said he had learned woodwork from his father in Oman and had come to Saudi Arabia when he was 18. The demand of my boats and ships disappeared many years ago. He said the demand for his boats and ships had disappeared many years ago. And we changed many years ago into many years before. Number 6, I earn a little from selling wooden models of boats, but it isn't enough for me to live on. Number 6, he said he earned a little from selling wooden models of boats, but it wasn't enough for him to live on. Number 7, my friends helped to pay the rent of my shop. He said his friends helped to pay the rent of his shop. Number 8, I hope one day people will buy my boats again so that I can repay everyone for their kindness. He said he hoped one day people would buy his boats again so that he could repay everyone for their kindness. Now, grammar in context speaking. Write down things that your friends or family have said or told you recently. Tell your partner the things that people have said. Can your partner guess who said these things? Someone told me that I had to get my hair cut. Was it your dad? Now, if you understand, you can assess yourself by answering these 2 questions. Number 1, he said he many ships and fishing boats. Choose one of these alternatives. Construct, constructing, had constructed, has constructed. Number 2, put reported sentence back into direct speech. The museum guard said he had to stop touching exhibits. Now we finish and we are going to close our lesson. So we learned today how to differentiate between using told and said. We know how to put reported sentence back into direct speech successfully, and we can also change direct sentences into indirect sentence in a correct way. And you know the rules of changing from direct into indirect ones. And also we have already matched reported sentence with their direct sentence correctly, and we also know how to change the tense and the adverb of a place and time in the reported speech. Thank you. This lesson was presented by teacher Nariman Al-Faddawi.